Season for this new era of Hog basketball. Arkansas won 21 games a year ago. The reigning OVC champs. They got a couple of veterans in their starting lineup.
At a pretty high level.
Well, Arkansas starts with it on this end of the floor. DJ Wagner turned in probably his finest. Big wide body, brawny shoulders. It's a physical player. Second turnover. This is Adu Thero. About 18 and a half a game. Small sample size. We only played 4 games. A third takeaway on 3 possessions.
And 3 or 4 years, and we see it early on tonight.
Goodness. John L. Davis now getting involved, and Darrell Walker's got to take a timeout. This is the sophomore Isaiah Lewis. His triple is offline, so the first and Lipscomb. And that one loss was to Baylor earlier on. DJ Wagner coming the other way. That one stripped out. Stays here for Arkansas out there. How many players we will see off the bench, that remains to be seen. Zvonimir Ivisic, the in the black, altered that shot. And so Arkansas very quick in transition again. Wagner to Davis. That 3 is down and out. On the Arkansas side, on both ends of the floor. Flan, the blow-by in the reverse.
The big fella Toon got stuck out in no man's land on the wing there.
And they are overwhelming the Trojans the first few minutes of this game. So there is the SEC visitors on that one. Wilkinson comes away with the loose basketball. Wilkinson in transition, denied by Kentucky. I mean, shooting a lot of ways. It was very strange to think that. All right, Thero cleared for takeoff here. And this is
Cards are under.
Boy, this is harassing Arkansas defense. Christian Hughes, redshirt freshman off the bench, couldn't get the roll. It was an encouraging win. That said, they had the bus ride yesterday morning, get into town, so they have been away for several days. Ivisic left alone. Off to a wonderful start. Wilkinson with that little shimmy got Thero to bite on the ball fake. The 3 is offline. It away from Bellion. Thero is looking for Billy Richmond. Carter, they would love to have back.
He gives him, Kevin, that toughness, that rebound and the grit.
All lead. Wagner to Fland. Fland into the paint, and this one's going back to Little Rock. Now one right to him. Deflected pass. Hughes steps into the mid-range. That's good.
Little Rock's just got to weather this initial hit and get to halftime within striking distance.
It was a barrage right out of the gate. An 11-0 Arkansas run. Wagner now trying to take his man off the bounce. Knox passes up the 3. Knox's jumper offline. ESA. Those were 2 road wins. Their other win against the non-Division I opponent on opening night. Penny Feather. Ivisic lines up a straight-on 3.
Boy, I tell you what, I love his footwork.
Even for this athletic department. Well, that is a deep triple with the shot clock draining. Ball back to Arkansas here, and you're right.
How it turns out, which all of us do, it just never turns out like you think.
Wagner's corner triple is offline. Jonathan Long. You know, just the characteristics you remember about him that makes him. Oh, there's Thero, a transition slam. Boy, Arkansas, it is led by double digits for much of this half. Great backdoor cut. Wilkinson off the window.
And that's what they got to do. I mean, this.
So that's 5 for Mwani Wilkinson. Boogie Fland's triple is pure.
That's what.
With a relentless attack on both ends of the floor. They've got a big early first half lead. That's a foul on 69% shooting from the floor. That's an easy steal for Fland. Boogie Fland tried to bounce it to Thero.
The team.
Yeah, there was no team.
There was no team.
That's one of Cal's better lines. There's a foul in key players today. More on that in a moment. Thero at the shot clock winding. Back out to Knox. Passes up the 3. The leaner, that's good. It has largely been mistake-free ball for Arkansas. Jordan Jefferson off the bench. He hits the 15th of all. Their leading scorer from a season ago. KK Robinson done for the year with a knee injury.
Yeah, he was projected to be the OVC priest of good looks. I mean, it wasn't like they weren't getting good looks. They struggled early against the zone, and that's why you see Little Rock in a zone right where you got guys flying in there. You better get a body on a body.
Well, how about this? Again, 29 points, 20 of them in the paint. Again, a lot of high percent. It'd be a little bit of a question mark with Robinson out for the year, and today that's magnified. Nice attack. There is the backup point guard, Isaiah. Last year, they were the unanimous favorites in the preseason coaches poll to win the league again. And there's an illegal screen. So we're going back to. This is Wilkinson, 10 on the shot clock. Step back triple, offline, and Thero with another rebound.
Ball a little bit more than he has in the past. He was pretty much the primary ball handler for FAU.
Oh, there was an open three. It rattles down and out. 5% shooting. Hasn't quite been the crispest of ball and player movement yet this first.
Sitting at the high post and everybody running the back cut and the flare cuts and the flex cut on the baseline. You have nobody getting back.
Boogie Fland on the attack once more. Wagner open three, sticks it. DJ Wagner.
And you see there.
3-point shooter more often than not. Could be open.
Gets teams in rotation, gets them chasing the ball.
Wagner again. On Monday, he's got 2 here in the first half. Arkansas, a blur again into the front court. Fland! Best half, 63% from the floor. Lewis's triple is offline. Who wants it? Hughes got his hands on it. A trek up here on Route I-40. This is a poor finish to the sequence. Wilkinson.
Able to get some clean threes, and they were able to hit them and able to get back in the game. I think Little Rock cleaner looks because it's going to be difficult in the half court to get anything going.
This is Walker fighting through. There's a jump ball. Lewis, the sophomore, ties him up. Good instincts.
And Darryl made a great point today in shoot around. He said
that's a foul on EV. That is Croatian on Croatian crime there. These are the former. 5-second count started. Jefferson checks the clock, and then a foul underneath. Bellion went flying. And 1 here for the redshirt sophomore. It's got to be a good feeling for Bellion. It's a return to the court. Davis skips into the paint. Davis looking for Ivisic out of bounds.
Was he in his shooting motion? Was he not? But still a very impressive shot at the other end.
It was very similar. Now, it was Mike Nance here who blew the whistle. I believe it was William Covington.
Yeah, Kevin, he's got to be good for him this year with KK, with what happened.
Heat rises, misses the 3. Nevertheless, it's an 18-point lead for Arkansas. Sutton allowed you guys to listen to a little Eagles in the locker room or something like that. Pre-game, post-game. There's a nice basket. Rock. Oh, look at this lob. It's a little too far for Thero. Good idea from Wagner. The wonderful on the lob. Well, they connect this time. Thero, smothered by Wilkinson, and Wilkinson steps with Mwani Wilkinson pregame. And he is very humbled, mild-mannered kid, and it very pulled forward as Thero still had an arm on the ball as well. So all's well that ends well, we think. And so we play on. This is Bellion, turns, goes up with the left, score it, and the played on together years ago. Bellion from Trogier, Zvonimir from Vodice. Wagner, the burst of speed. Wilkinson was there, out to Thero. 5 seconds to shoot. Thero falls. Did he step on the line? A couple turnovers today for the junior. Lewis, the reverse. That's a clever cut off. Out to Fland. Jefferson cut him off as well. That contested 3 is offline. Thero blocked by Lawson. Footer. Lewis a little indecisive. Now Lawson triggers. Front rim. Rebound Thero.
I like that.
Not much ball movement here this set. Lewis on the pull-up. Bounces out. And so Carter Knox. This is the freshman. At least a handful of them in that rotation. Freshmen like Knox, Fland, Richmond. Thero, the crossover, and the Thero, that's his third steal. Adieu, Thero!
And again, 3 years of maturation. Now he's got some maturity to go with all those things. Knows how to play.
The cruel irony, the one game that Dad can make it for, of course, back in his old round, we started doing the math. All right, so Corliss, he's an assistant on Chris Finch's staff in Minnesota.
Yep.
So
Kevin, for so many years, I mean, this game was never even Arkansas.
The second ever meeting between Arkansas and Little Rock. What is it for that turn?
It's kind of off a route, County Road number 47008.
You got your mile. Tyshawn Prince.
I remember years ago talking to Larry Brown about that team. Amazing.
Wow.
And I didn't even ask for that. He knew, he knew I was from Arkansas, but he just said his maturity and his leadership.
Pass, and Wilkinson chases it down. Up ahead, Bellion stuffs it. And so Little Rock's run, to your point, when you fall behind by so many, maybe that tightness can go away. You're basically just playing with house money, as they like to say.
In front of him, forcing an outside shot, and things have changed.
Bellion got a piece of that shot. He should get credit for the block. Last touch, though, by. So Arkansas hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes. It needs to answer. Thero! Almost a line. And remains perfect. 10-point lead again for the Hogs. Lawson, Wilkinson, they lost him on the baseline, and Mwani Wilkinson
on the baseline where you have got to communicate, and you've got to make sure that guy coming off that back screen is in the defense. But again, they're keeping Arkansas in front of them.
Thero gets inside, throws it up, draws the foul, and so
Jackson with the Bulls. They always talked about a rhythm. The offense has a rhythm. The ball is moving either by the dribble, the pass, or the shot. I talked to Cal as he was walking out of shoot-around today. I was kind of joking with him. I said, "You don't have anything great for me tonight?" He goes, "I hope we can."
So here's the to add fuel to the fire, or to make matters worse. Splits the pair. It is an 8-point.
Now that's a shot you can't have. I mean, that's a contested. Again, we were talking about rhythm and ball movement. Play strong and hard, but they can't start back in the locker room.
Yeah, we have not seen him reappear just yet. So if you're Darrell Walker, I mean, you're thinking, you got to. They are without their lead guard, and now after Wilkinson's beautiful start to the season, he is in the locker room. And that's just massive. Visic takes it away. 3-on-1. There goes Richmond. Thero snagged it from him, but he was out of bounds. Good sign.
And neither team has the depth.
Yeah.
To withstand it.
Lawson underneath, put his shoulder down.
Length to you. You got a little size. Take the smaller guard down there and punish him.
He's 6'7". You're right, he's got the long. Again, Arkansas only playing the 7-man rotation today. Thero, the acrobatic put. Hammer pass to Wilkinson, hit the back of the rim. Lawson with the long wingspan. That shot's erased. It was a V. Up would have been a traveling violation. Sets the screen for Lewis. Lewis high off the glass with the shot clock winding. Hughes recognizes, didn't hit the rim. 5 to 8 minutes or so. Arkansas led by 18 at the break. Let's see if Flan can knock it down. He can. Further than Kentucky over Duke, Auburn over Houston.
Yeah, I mean, those are really impressive to me.
Against other power conference teams, so that's the Big Four and then the Big East. Lewis, that's a long 2.
Gets a free trip to the free throw line.
Again, Arkansas only playing 7 tonight.
You miss Brazil. Guys that have been around a little bit, like Thero has, that can calm everybody down.
Tapped back in by. Not appeared in a game this season. Wagner lines up the 3. Got it.
It's his zone.
No one in the middle. Thero barges into Hughes. He gets whistled for the blocking foul.
Does that qualify as a jinx?
Well, listen, there is no broadcast jinx. It doesn't exist. John L. Davis back on the floor. Did that, but he ran right into a wall of Arkansas players. He's back to his feet. Arkansas hits a 3.
P.J. Wagner, shoot the ball.
Lawson responds with the floater. Wagner, former 5-star, McDonald's All-American, can't hit that time. It's only playing 7 today. Yeah, Milt was the legend at Louisville. Had dealt with a lot of injuries and other ailments in his short NBA career. Fland, aggressive attack. That was
100%. Yeah. 100%.
And then once he got there, that thing started rolling, as they say.
Well, I think that's kind of when Cal trademarked for himself, and man, did he start getting some players after that.
New chapter, new era. He is in the. You're up 14. They weathered a little bit of a surge there from Little Rock, although that's an early triple in the shot-handed SEC thing. Welcome, Texas and Oklahoma. You know, more
to the end. That's what this team is doing tonight.
Wagner can't hit the push shot. A unique. And Little Rock, his son, injured tonight, and really just a, these Hogs in particular, as they try to get to 4-1. Flands threw that one up. 1:50 to go. Wagner into the paint, kicks out to Knox. That 3 is offline. Will
trying to pick it up and force a turnover.
Thiero is waiting for the lob. Thiero moments. He knocks away another pass. This is Boogie Fland in transition. Got fouled, and so Boogie.
Quarterbacks try to do. If they're trapping, he's giving energy. If he's ball handler, he's driving it hard. If he's a primary defense, 5, does an in-home visit when they go to junior high.
Thiero's father, OVC champs that they are, were able to cut the deficit back to 7, 6 points.
Going to be fun watching that game. I mean, because you're going to have, in Illinois, you're going to have a team that can give
another in 30 years. Arkansas with the 79-67 win.
Going for longer stretches.
They're now 4-1. Hope you enjoyed it tonight. We did.